Every time you step onto the field, every time you lace up your shoes or grip that bat, that ball, that racket, you are stepping into a world that demands more than skill. It demands heart. The game is never just about points, statistics, or trophies. It is about the fire inside you, the relentless drive that refuses to settle for mediocrity. It is about pushing past the doubt, the fatigue, the voices that tell you you're not enough. Every setback, every loss, every stumble is a test, not just of your ability, but of your courage, your resilience, your soul. Because the game doesn't reward talent alone. It honors those who refuse to quit, those who embrace pain and turn it into power, those who chase greatness with unwavering focus. There is a moment in every match, every contest, every challenge where everything else fades away, where fear, distraction, and limitation dissolve, and all that remains is the pure essence of who you are and what you are capable of. That is where champions are born, not just on scoreboards, but in the depths of determination, in the unshakable belief that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. The soul of the game calls to those who will answer. True greatness is not measured by the applause of the crowd, the number on a scoreboard, or the accolades that fill a trophy case. True greatness is measured by the fire that burns inside you, the voice that refuses to settle, the relentless insistence that you will not be defined by limits imposed from the outside. Every individual who has ever achieved something remarkable, every athlete, every artist, every pioneer, every person who has left a mark on the world, understood one fundamental truth. The measure of their success began long before the world even noticed. It began in the quiet moments when no one was watching, when the body ached, the mind wavered, and the easy path tempted them to stop. True greatness thrives in those moments of solitude, in the grind that others ignore, in the practice, the repetition, the sacrifice that seems invisible but is, in reality, the foundation of everything extraordinary. It is in choosing to rise one more time after a fall, to push one more rep when your muscles scream, to run one more mile when exhaustion has taken hold, to read one more page when your mind begs for distraction. Those who achieve greatness understand that talent is only the starting point, that skill without persistence is hollow. True greatness is cultivated over years, forged in countless small choices, in the discipline to show up even when motivation fades, in the courage to confront your own weaknesses and fears without flinching. It is about committing fully to the process, embracing the struggle as a teacher, and knowing that the discomfort, the pain, and the setbacks are not obstacles to your journey, they are the journey. In the pursuit of greatness, the external world may not reward effort immediately. There will be critics, doubters, people who say you are chasing impossible dreams. There will be moments when progress feels invisible, when the milestones you long for seem distant and unattainable. But those who understand the essence of greatness do not rely on external validation. They measure success by the growth within, by the incremental improvements that others overlook, by the quiet victories that accumulate into transformation. True greatness requires patience, the kind that allows you to keep working while others seek shortcuts. It demands resilience, the ability to endure setbacks without surrender. It calls for unwavering self-belief, a conviction that your purpose is worth the effort, even when the world offers no confirmation. Those who achieve greatness recognize that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the path to it. Each mistake, each loss, each disappointment is an opportunity to refine, to learn, to adjust, to rise stronger than before. They see challenges not as barriers, but as mirrors reflecting what they must overcome to reach their potential. The pursuit of greatness also demands courage. The courage to stand alone when necessary, to make choices that align with your vision, even if they contradict popular opinion. It requires the courage to face your own limitations, to confront your doubts and insecurities head on, and to continue forward despite them. True greatness is not flamboyant or superficial. It is quietly persistent, unwavering in its commitment, and profoundly personal. It is forged in sweat, in sacrifice, in the relentless pursuit of mastery over oneself before mastery over the world. Those who embody true greatness inspire others not because of their accolades alone, but because their lives reflect dedication, integrity, and an unshakable pursuit of excellence. They understand that greatness is not a destination. It is a state of being, a continuous effort to push boundaries, elevate standards, and exceed expectations, both of themselves and of those around them. It is cultivated through habits, rituals, and choices that align with vision, through relentless effort and thoughtful reflection. True greatness is nurtured in the willingness to endure, to persist, to embrace discomfort as the engine of growth. It recognizes that the journey is often long, filled with obstacles, distractions, and moments of doubt, yet it thrives because of those very challenges. Every day presents an opportunity to rise, to improve, to move closer to the person you are capable of becoming. Greatness is not inherited, nor is it bestowed. It is earned painstakingly and consistently. It is a decision to commit fully to your potential, to refuse mediocrity, to demand excellence from yourself when no one else does. It is a mindset that turns adversity into strength, setbacks into lessons, and limitations into stepping stones. In the pursuit of true greatness, one learns to value effort over recognition, discipline over comfort, and persistence over convenience. It is the relentless inner drive, the refusal to accept anything less than your highest, that separates those who merely participate in life from those who leave an indelible mark. True greatness is a quiet force, a steady flame that refuses to be extinguished by fear, failure, or the opinions of others. And it is this force that defines the soul of achievement, the core of what it means to rise above, to endure, and to leave a legacy built not just on results, but on unwavering commitment, tireless effort, and the courage to push beyond every limit. Resilience in the face of failure is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Every person who has accomplished something extraordinary has faced moments where the world seemed to collapse around them, where every effort appeared futile and every path forward was blocked by obstacles too large to ignore. Failure is not an anomaly. It is an inevitability, a universal experience that tests the strength of our character and the depth of our resolve. It is in these moments of defeat, when disappointment presses down and hope seems fragile, that the seeds of true resilience are planted. Resilience is not simply enduring pain or discomfort. It is learning to rise stronger each time, to internalize lessons that failure provides, and to use them as fuel for relentless forward motion. Those who embody resilience see setbacks not as dead ends, but as opportunities to grow, to sharpen their skills, to fortify their mindset. They understand that every failure carries within it a message, a chance to recalibrate, and a call to adapt. It is the willingness to confront defeat without surrendering, to face adversity with courage, and to persist in the pursuit of goals even when progress feels invisible that transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. Resilience demands patience, the patience to accept that mastery and success are not instantaneous, that setbacks are part of the natural rhythm of growth. It requires self-awareness, the ability to recognize when pride, fear, or ego might hinder learning from mistakes. It is about embracing vulnerability, acknowledging limitations, and yet refusing to be defined by them. The resilient person does not seek comfort or avoidance. They seek challenge, understanding that each trial strengthens their capacity to endure greater obstacles. They develop mental toughness through repeated exposure to difficulty, learning that discomfort is not an enemy, but a teacher guiding them toward higher levels of performance. Resilience also fosters creativity, innovation, and adaptability. When faced with failure, resilient individuals explore new approaches, rethink strategies, and uncover solutions that would remain hidden to those who retreat in the face of adversity. They cultivate an inner compass that remains steady regardless of external circumstances, a confidence rooted in effort and persistence rather than outcome alone. Over time, resilience builds character, forging individuals who are not only capable of achieving their own goals, but inspiring others to persevere through challenges. It instills a sense of accountability, teaching that success is earned through effort, reflection, and continuous adaptation. Resilient people embrace the cyclical nature of effort and reward, understanding that every stumble is temporary, every disappointment transitory, and every challenge surmountable. They recognize that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a mirror of the lessons they have yet to learn, and that true growth emerges from the courage to continue despite setbacks. It is in this ongoing struggle, in this commitment to rise after each fall, that resilience transforms mere persistence into power, fear into confidence, and obstacles into stepping stones. Through resilience, individuals cultivate the ability to endure pressure, maintain focus under duress, and pursue their purpose with unwavering determination. It becomes a force that drives them to push boundaries, to challenge assumptions, and to embrace the uncertainty of life as an essential part of the journey toward excellence. Every defeat, every rejection, every moment of doubt becomes a crucible, shaping them into individuals capable of extraordinary feats. Resilience is the unyielding refusal to let failure dictate the narrative of one's life, the conscious choice to confront challenges head on, and the steadfast belief that perseverance, effort, and dedication will ultimately carve the path to achievement. Mastery requires relentless focus and discipline, the kind of unwavering commitment that transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Every great achievement, every record broken, every skill perfected is the product of countless hours spent in concentrated practice, repetition, and refinement. It is not enough to show up occasionally or to give effort. Only when motivation strikes, mastery demands that you dedicate yourself fully, consistently, and intentionally. Focus is the engine that drives improvement, the lens through which distractions fade and clarity emerges. It requires the ability to block out noise, to silence doubts, and to concentrate on the task at hand with undivided attention. Discipline is the companion of focus, the structure that ensures action even when desire wanes, when fatigue sets in, or when the challenges seem insurmountable. Together, focus and discipline create the conditions in which growth occurs, in which potential is realized, and in which limits are continuously tested and expanded. Those who pursue mastery understand that setbacks, mistakes, and plateaus are not signs of failure, but signals to adjust, refine, and persist. They embrace the rigor of routine, the repetition of fundamentals, and the incremental improvements that accumulate over time into expertise. Mastery is a long-term commitment, a process that rewards patience, diligence, and resilience more than short bursts of effort or fleeting inspiration. It requires self-awareness, recognizing both strengths and weaknesses, and the courage to confront areas that need improvement without hesitation. In the pursuit of mastery, every detail matters. The precision of a movement, the clarity of thought, the consistency of practice. Excellence is built not in grand gestures, but in the deliberate, disciplined actions repeated day after day, each choice contributing to a foundation that is unshakable. Those who achieve mastery cultivate a mindset that values process over immediate results, understanding that true skill is developed gradually through persistent effort, thoughtful reflection, and the relentless pursuit of improvement. They embrace discomfort as a necessary companion, knowing that growth rarely occurs in ease or comfort. Mastery transforms ordinary individuals into experts, capable of performing under pressure, adapting to challenges, and producing results that inspire and endure. It demands humility, acknowledging that no matter how skilled one becomes, there is always room to learn, refine, and evolve. Discipline ensures that learning never ceases, that effort remains consistent, and that the pursuit of excellence continues regardless of circumstances. Focus channels energy toward meaningful objectives, preventing wasted effort and guiding action with purpose. Together, these qualities forge the path to achievement, enabling individuals to transcend limitations, overcome obstacles, and reach levels of performance that once seemed unattainable. Mastery is not a destination, it is a journey, an ongoing commitment to elevate oneself through intentional practice, self-control, and unwavering concentration. It cultivates resilience, sharpens intuition, and deepens understanding, creating individuals who not only excel in their craft, but inspire others to strive for their own highest potential. It is through relentless focus and disciplined action that talent is transformed into excellence, potential into results, and dreams into tangible accomplishments. The game tests character, courage, and commitment in ways that no practice session, no training drill, and no preparation can fully simulate. Every challenge you face, every opponent you encounter, every situation that pushes you beyond your comfort zone is a test not just of skill, but of who you are at your core. Character is revealed when the stakes are high, when pressure mounts, and when it would be easier to compromise your values, take shortcuts, or give in to fear. It is built in the choices you make when no one is watching, in the integrity you uphold even when recognition is absent, and in the persistence you demonstrate when results are uncertain. Courage is tested every time you step into the unknown, every time you confront doubt, pain, or criticism, and every time you take action despite the possibility of failure. It is the willingness to face discomfort, to risk, and to persist in pursuit of your goals, knowing that growth requires boldness and vulnerability. Commitment is measured by consistency, by showing up day after day, by dedicating yourself fully even when motivation wavers, and by honoring the promises you make to yourself. The game exposes the true essence of these qualities because it places you in situations where quick decisions, resilience under pressure, and adherence to principles define outcomes. Those who understand that the game is more than just skill recognize that victories are not simply earned through talent, but through the strength of character, the depth of courage, and the unwavering commitment to persist when circumstances are challenging. Adversity, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles are all part of this test, pushing individuals to rise above complacency and confront their limitations with honesty and resolve. Each challenge is an opportunity to demonstrate fortitude, to refine mental toughness, and to cultivate a mindset that prioritizes growth over comfort, effort over reward, and persistence over surrender. The game demands self-discipline, emotional control, and the ability to perform consistently under pressure, forging individuals who are not only capable of achieving their objectives, but also equipped to lead, inspire, and influence those around them. It teaches that true success is inseparable from personal integrity, that courage is inseparable from action, and that commitment is inseparable from consistency and sacrifice. Those who embrace the lessons of the game develop resilience that transcends the field, the court, or the arena, carrying into every facet of life. They learn to remain composed under stress, to make decisions rooted in principle rather than impulse, and to persist even when immediate results are absent. Every moment of adversity is an opportunity to strengthen character. Every high-pressure situation a test of courage, and every long-term endeavor a demonstration of commitment. The game magnifies strengths, exposes weaknesses, and creates the environment in which individuals are challenged to grow, adapt, and excel. It is in navigating these challenges that players cultivate leadership, build mental fortitude, and define their legacy not merely through victories, but through the consistent display of integrity, bravery, and dedication. The trials presented by the game are relentless, yet they are precisely what allow individuals to discover their potential, confront their fears, and evolve into versions of themselves capable of extraordinary performance. In essence, the game serves as a crucible, shaping those who face it with honesty, courage, and persistence into individuals whose influence and excellence extend far beyond the immediate contest. It requires embracing responsibility, holding oneself accountable, and developing a mindset that is impervious to distractions, setbacks, and external pressures. The combination of character, courage, and commitment forms the foundation upon which lasting achievement is built, cultivating individuals who are prepared not only to compete, but to thrive, inspire, and leave an indelible mark in whatever arena they choose to enter. Moments of pressure reveal the soul of the player, the depth of their preparation, and the strength of their spirit in ways that routine practice or comfortable situations never can. It is under the weight of expectation, when the crowd is watching, when the outcome hangs in the balance, that true character emerges. Pressure exposes every weakness, every doubt, every fear that has been buried beneath confidence and routine, and it tests the very core of determination. Those who rise under pressure have cultivated more than skill. They have developed mental toughness, emotional control, and the ability to focus with unshakable clarity when the stakes are highest. Pressure forces decisions, accelerates growth, and reveals the difference between potential and execution. It separates those who can perform when it matters from those who crumble under the weight of circumstance. Each high-pressure moment is a microcosm of life's challenges, a condensed trial that demands preparation, courage, and trust in oneself. Those who embrace pressure understand that it is not an enemy but a mirror reflecting both limitations and strengths, offering insight into what must be mastered to excel. The ability to maintain composure, to channel nerves into energy, and to act decisively under duress is what defines greatness. Pressure tests not only skill but mindset, revealing the true priorities, focus, and resilience of the individual. It compels players to rise above distractions, to silence the noise of doubt, and to execute with precision, confidence, and clarity. Those who flourish under pressure learn to welcome it, to see it as an opportunity rather than a threat, understanding that the way they respond defines the outcome far more than the circumstances themselves. In these critical moments, every choice, every movement, every thought is magnified, and the smallest lapse can become decisive. Yet, within this intensity lies the chance for transformation, the chance to prove to oneself and to the world the extent of one's preparation, courage, and inner strength. Pressure distills effort into excellence, testing mental fortitude, focus, and resilience simultaneously, and it rewards those who have invested in both preparation and mindset with the ability to deliver extraordinary performance. Those who thrive in these moments are not merely skilled, They are disciplined, self-aware, and relentless, capable of performing at their highest level when everything else seems to demand retreat or surrender. Pressure, in essence, becomes the proving ground where character, preparation, and composure converge, revealing the essence of the player, the core of the competitor, and the true measure of the soul that drives them forward. Consistency and perseverance define lasting achievement because success is rarely the result of a single effort or moment of inspiration. True accomplishment is built over time through repeated action, dedication, and the willingness to show up even when motivation wanes. It is the daily commitment to improvement, the small decisions made repeatedly, that accumulate into extraordinary results. Those who embrace consistency understand that progress may be invisible at first, that setbacks are inevitable, and that the journey requires patience, endurance, and discipline. Perseverance ensures that effort continues despite obstacles, fatigue, or doubt, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. It is not enough to act sporadically or only when conditions are ideal. True achievement demands the courage to persist in the face of adversity, the resilience to rise after each fall, and the dedication to remain focused on long-term goals. Consistency creates momentum, forming habits that reinforce skill, confidence, and competence, while perseverance strengthens character, determination, and the ability to overcome barriers. Together, they forge a mindset capable of sustaining effort over months and years, turning potential into tangible outcomes. Those who embody these qualities develop the patience to trust the process, the discipline to maintain effort, and the determination to transform vision into reality. Every small, repeated effort compounds, creating a trajectory of growth that cannot be matched by fleeting bursts of intensity alone. Through consistency and perseverance, individuals cultivate resilience, mastery, and the capacity to achieve excellence under pressure. They learn to embrace challenges as necessary parts of the journey, to view failure as a stepping stone, and to commit fully to their pursuit of greatness, knowing that long-term dedication ultimately defines the difference between mediocrity and extraordinary success.